Hey you guys, and welcome back with me and my cooking on this Sunday. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. So we are going to do a Sunday dinner that involved uncommon favor. So for the ones that remembered, I was at my local store down the street from where I live, and I had uncommon favor. So this produce person ended up 50 cents, ended up giving me about 3 bundles of broccoli for 50 cents. So we're not gonna let that go to waste, that's for sure. So what today we're going to make is a chicken teriyaki broccoli. You can call it what if it's Chinese or whatever, but I'm gonna call it chicken broccoli teriyaki. Okay, all right, so we already have our preliminaries and what we've done already. We went ahead and we cooked our rice. Go ahead and get that out of the way. This is a regular rice, long grain rice, and you can do pot boiled rice or pre-boiled rice, but I end up getting the long grain rice here, which it takes time to cook. So I went ahead and pre-cooked that, and I have on my stove, let's make sure you guys can see. On my stove, I have my pot boiling for my broccoli, my uncommon favor, and my grease already ready for my chicken breasts. So let's go ahead and start adding our ingredients. All right, since it doesn't take long for the broccoli to cook, because I like it a little crunchy, but not too crunchy, but still tasty with flavor. And soft but not mushy, but still with a little crunch. That's going to give you those nutrients that you're looking for. So we just add our salt, a little bit of salt, and for those that are diabetic or can't take or consume a lot of salt, you can get a non-sodium salt. Non-sodium salt. Is it sodium? And then I'm adding my other piece of chicken breast as well. And we're just going to let that cook on both sides. So in the meantime, we are going to rinse our broccoli, our uncommon favor, that we got for 50 cents. That's right, 50 cents at our local produce store. Here, not far from the house. So we're just going to take the core, some of the core, the long stems off the broccoli. Here we don't need that. But if you choose to eat that, that's perfectly fine. We're just going to wash up some broccoli here. Cut these stems off. So today's dinner is chicken broccoli teriyaki. Wow. That sounds so healthy, so good, so refreshing. So yeah, we're going to make this for Sunday. All right. So since this just me, I'm just going to do a half a head, or that's about 2 bundles. So it's about two heads of broccoli, about this size. So we did 2 of these broccolis about this size. We cut the stem off of them, unless you just like the stem there. I don't even know, maybe bitter or whatnot, but we cut and we kept the florets, of course, cut the stem, kept the florets, and the bigger florets we just cut in half. So we have our broccoli washed, and it's going to go into our salted water. And again, I don't like it a lot of like mushiness or soggy, so I still want to keep some of those nutrients that's in there in that broccoli. That's what's going to make it more healthy for you. because we talked about eating healthy and doing those things the right way. So in addition to our rice and of course our broccoli, what makes this sauce is the teriyaki. You can get some little chow, okay, teriyaki, which I got it from the local store. We're just going to add that when our chicken is pretty much almost done. And you want to cook it on both sides at medium-high. This is protein. And thank you guys for joining me. I'm so excited about this channel here that's going to offer a lot of variety of things. So from SEC championships to Auburn, Alabama games, which is coming up around November. So yeah, so just let me know if you are Auburn or Alabama fan. And yeah, let's go ahead and roll with the tide. Roll with the tide. That's right. Alright, so anytime that you add any protein to grease, just like anything to water, it drops its temperature. So now we're just going to have to put it back on high just to get the temperature back up to where we want it to be. And then we can actually lower the temperature down. In this case, I'm talking about my chicken breast here, as well as my broccoli. So they're getting nicely brightly and green. And that's what you want from your broccoli. Yeah. So let's talk about this channel. The channel that, hoping that it's eye-catching to everyone, hoping that I can bring a lot of things, a diversity to everyone, whatever floats your boat or that you are in need of. I am a community supporter, so you probably see me a lot in the community, doing community things, but I'm also a home person, so you probably end up seeing me cooking priorly. But the biggest thing is subscribe. We're looking for subscribers. Okay, please subscribe to my channel. And the more that I get, more subscribers that I get, you know, the better chance you have to follow me. And then it's going to be some other additional things in there, maybe some WNBA tickets, or some other things that will capture my viewers, or even capture the ones that not really sports people, but just like the way I cook, or like the way things are being prepared, whether it's healthy things. About a month ago, I did tofu taco, and that was my very first time doing a tofu taco. So as you know, it's a very high protein, but it's a very bland plant-based protein. The tofu is. So yeah, I season it with just regularly taco sauce, seasoning in that package, and it can be El Paso, whatever your preference is. It can be Taco Bell taco seasoning, and that's what gives it flavor. And you still dress it up with the other things, the sour cream, the lettuce, the salsa, the cheese, and the tortilla, and it still tastes like taco or tofu. Alright, so I'm just going to check out my broccoli here. Look like it's getting nice and tender. Not too tender. I still want some of those nutrients and some of those little crunch behind it, but not too mushy. I incorporated that with my salt water. I'm going to let that chill. Let that chill. I'm going to tincture my chicken. And what I have here simmering in my my pan, it's not a cast iron, but you can do it in a cast iron if you like, is 2 nice sized seasoned chicken breasts that I filleted. Now, if I was in Europe, which I've traveled a lot, and internationally, you'll go to your local produce person and get fresh chicken breast. The whole chicken they'll cut up for you in portions in addition to the chicken breast. So in this case, we don't have a produce here person, privately or publicly, but you can get it from your produce section. And you would want to use chicken breast for this chicken teriyaki, chicken broccoli teriyaki. You would want to use chicken breast. You can use also chicken thighs, but you have to have boneless chicken thighs and cut it like that. The chicken thighs are also providing you with flavor because I like chicken thighs. Chicken breast is also good too. I like chicken thighs as well. Alright, so I'm getting ready to open our Lahoi, teriyaki sauce. And we're going to add that onto our chicken breast with broccoli later. All done. Okay, so now we're going to test the broccoli to see. I did let it cool and see if it's nice and tender or still have a little crunch. This is perfect for what I'm trying to get. Seasoned. You can taste the salt. A lot of flavor here. It's just salt water, but it's still good flavor. Alright, so this is my very first time making chicken broccoli teriyaki, and I'm just gonna wing it, you know, trial and error, as they say. And if it's good, you know, I just seasoned the broccoli, the taste of the broccoli, so it's very well seasoned and balanced. It has a nice little bite back to it, so that's what you're looking for. If you don't want it mushy, I don't like my vegetables, especially my broccoli, mushy. Very simple meal on a Sunday, which it normally doesn't take me long anyways to prepare, unless I'm making things homemade. So you'll probably see me make another dish with my homemade Alfredo sauce or with panini. That's a type of pasta, and yeah, with my uncommon flavor here locally. So alright, so I'm going to take my cutting board. Alright, so with the chicken breast, it's about 4 or 5 minutes on each side. And you want to let it rest. I'm just going to put it here on my butcher block board. If you guys had smell-o-vision, the smell of my seasoned chicken breast is just smell amazing. And the only thing that I did was added Lawry's and what we call like complete seasoning. So not too heavy-handed, which I can be, but that's just the Lawry's that we added, as well as our Madai complete season. So yeah. I'm not even sure if lemon pepper seasoning would go good with, probably not with chicken teriyaki. Alright, so we'll let this rest for a couple of minutes. And in the meantime, as my chicken rests, I'm going to take my rice, turn the heat off, take my rice down my plate here. But I would love, because I've never cooked with teriyaki before. So I'm just going to drain this grease, and I'm just going to do something wild and crazy. Okay, so I am put more or a little, whatever, you know, make it pretty. I'm not a designer when it comes to plating, but we make it work. All right, so now I'm just gonna add my teriyaki to all of these good flavors here in this pan. Let's just see. And then, for adults only, oh wow, just a crazy thought came into my head. So let's just say you're having some adult friends over, and yeah, and you know, maybe you want to spice up, not secretly, you want to spice up maybe some of the sauce or whatever, and then you can put maybe some whiskey or some type of bourbon into your sauce, and it'd be a bourbon teriyaki sauce. Yeah. Good. Medium high. So as our chicken rests, we're just gonna cut it along the bayou. So you want it to rest for about a couple of minutes. It smells so good. So you want to definitely grill your chicken. If you have a grill, that's perfectly fine too. You can definitely put it on the grill. So in this case, I just used a regular skillet over the with oil. You can use EVOO, which is extra virgin olive oil, and just let it simmer 2 or 3 minutes on both sides until it's nice and done internally, and then let it rest. Take it out of the grease and let it rest for a couple of minutes. And your preference, you can cut it up in cubes, strips, you know, finger size or whatever, and add it to your sauce. So that's what we're going to do here. We're cutting it on the bayou. Yeah, so let me know who you're going to be rooting for, whether it's going to be Auburn or Alabama. And yeah, so we're really excited about the season. The WNBA had just finished, and of course the Las Vegas Aces, they won the championship. Amen. Go Aja Wilson. You know, South Carolina native, SEC prospect. So yeah, very happy for them. Very happy for them. So let's see who's going to win between Alabama and Auburn. Roll Tide. Who is your favorite SEC team or NFL team? Oh man, if you guys can smell a vision, it'll be like, oh man. Divine, divine, divine. So I'm gonna mix this all in. This is just one of the chicken breasts that I made out of the two. I'm just adding that in, leaving room also for my broccoli. I'm gonna add my broccoli, nice and bright. Still have that crunch to it. It's not mushy. It still have that bite to it. And these are your nutrients, and that's what you want. Wow. Perfect. Especially with that sauce that I accidentally got on my fingers. So yeah, we're gonna let this. And for all the nut lovers, yes, you can add pecans, well, not pecans, but peanuts in here, and that's going to give it a nice little flavor as well. Different texture, nice little crunch. So we're just going to stir this up. Let me get my bigger spoon. We're going to have our bed of rice. And if you like it spicy, you can spice it up with a little bit of red crushed peppers or habanero peppers. Whoa, that's really spicy. Or even just black pepper would give it a taste to it too, but not as spicy. All right. Let's see here. We're not going to do a spicy round this round. We're just going to add here. Next time we're going to add a little more, probably some red crushed peppers to it. Oh, it smells so good. We have boiled broccoli. You can do steamed broccoli in the microwave, but this is like a boiled broccoli with salt and pepper, with salt water, and on it, and our white rice, and of course our seasoned broccoli, extra vegetable. We just loading it up. Wow, that looks amazing. Again, you can add nuts, peanuts to it to give it a different texture, and some red crushed peppers to give it a little spicy kick. And let's see what it tastes like. All right, so today we made for you guys some chicken teriyaki with white rice, steamed broccoli, and sheared chicken. And we basted all in this teriyaki sauce. That's the Hoi sauce. And it's really smelling in here. So let's see what it tastes like. You get that bite back from the broccoli, which is going to give you those nourishments, which is really good. You get that sweetness from the teriyaki. Oh, sorry. You get the sweetness from the teriyaki. Now you can tell this live because I just dropped my fork. And it seasoned the rice. Most people don't like sweet rice, but for me, I'm okay with sweet rice. And then you get the flavor of the Lawry seasoning from that chicken. Everything is flavored and flavorful. And yeah, so I'm going to take another bite because it's just so good. And of course, I'm going to get back to the Chiefs because they're playing. I like Mahomes and all of those guys from the Kansas City Chiefs. But my biggest football team is going to play against Auburn. So if you are an Alabama fan, please subscribe, right? Even if you're not an Alabama fan, please subscribe to my channel. Like it, share it. More to come with a lot of other things. I mean, it's about to get on and popping. It's about to be on and popping. So I want to say bon appetit if you are in Italian, betavon if you are in Hebrew, and good appetite or good eats if you're an American. God bless you and thank you. Mmm. 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 Mmm.